This is crazy that you got so many Mexicans that you even got transport from. The line is all the way up here, all the way here, and all I could do is do the video. This one right here, I know him. He been coming there. He's hooked up with Dr. Marshall. You see what he got on his back here? He got Discovery on the back. He got Baker's Bay jacket. He's been here 3 years now. Everybody turning back onto me. He tell him turning back onto me. He don't know that's how fool he is. He don't know I could go down the other side and take him from that way. They're fooling. They don't know they got better sense than them. That's where the Bahamians could see what's going on. They're trying to hide their identity. I don't know if they're missing. But my videos go all the way to Mexico. So I just taking the pictures so you can see who they are. Just in case anybody missing anything, this is what they look like. All employed while we don't have employment. Only Kaiwan brave enough to get this video. Y'all smile. Y'all get job. Why you look unhappy? Tell them to turn back onto me like they can't walk around the other side. I'll have them back and forth all day. All I can do is film them. That's all I want to do. That's the boss there. He got on Mike Melman, Baker's Bay Shade. He got Discovery backpack. So he's connected. He's the one that bring all these Mexicans in here. We don't know if they're part of a gang. The police ain't checking for them. They think it's wrong for me to take the picture. They might police over there that's protecting them against me. But I just want the world to see what we got here. A whole country, the most lucrative place in the Bahamas. And that's what's going on in my town of Abaco. A whole line of Mexicans here to take Bahamia's job. And I ain't see a black one yet. Bunch of racists. Everybody happy to be in the hot sun. I don't know if they got snow in Mexico, what's going on over there. But I just do the whole line just to let people know what's going on here. I thought things would have changed with the New Day government, but Dr. Marshall's good. Dr. Marshall's the best player ever. He don't care which government in power. The game remained the same. Lonely day here in Marshall. And the thing about it is that these guys don't have to worry. We still have people that don't have a place to stay. These guys will get 3 meals a day. They will get accommodation for the entire time here. Everything that they carry back would be profit. They ain't got to worry about nowhere to sleep. They ain't got to worry about electricity. They ain't got to worry about electricity. They ain't got to worry about food. They ain't got to worry about paying mortgage. All they will be worrying about is how to send that money back to Mexico, while Abaconians are still sleeping in tents, still sleeping in domes, still sleeping outdoors in cars. These people just came in, paid no taxes, and they good. Not one single tax. This fella had a boss right here. When he go to Mexico, he could build a hotel and get all kind of women because he brought them all in here. Because he hooked up to Dr. Livingston Marshall while we all looking for employment. These guys, there's so many of them, you need about 10 or 12 buses to carry them all. While the force here protecting them, looking on, armed police bodyguard, armed security from Baker's Bay. Everybody is okay besides Abaconians. That's why I'm spending my time out here, because I think it's wrong and unacceptable that Bahamians can't find job, and these Mexicans could come here and get treated like kings in Abaco. When the deputy prime minister said they don't have this kind of attention, this kind of security. Why these Mexicans? Because they're one of the most corrupt places in the Bahamas, Baker's Bay. They corrupt from the top right to the bottom and in between. It's evident right here today of what's going on. That they got all of this All of them. Look how many people are working. And look how many people in Abaco that are looking for a job and can't get it. They came from Mexico already employed. They came from Mexico. Don't have to worry about paying electricity. Don't have to worry about paying for gas. Don't have to worry about paying for food. All they got to worry about is showing up to work. How good that would be if the Bahamas government were to go to Grand Bahama, Inagua, Eleuthera, Auckland, Crooked Island, all over the Bahamas, Nassau, and to treat Bahamians the way that these Mexicans are being treated. That's what my video is all about. That Bahamians, nobody ought to be treated better than the Bahamians in the Bahamas. But it ain't happening. That's why I love Penland so much. So far, Penland has been the only prime minister that speak for Bahamians. And ironically, they say Penland was not a Bahamian. It's a good thing he was not a Bahamian, because the Bahamian prime minister never looked to empower their people, not in my 60 years. All they want to do is to get that power and oust that power, oust our land, oust our security to foreigners. Foreigners got more autonomy in the Bahamas, makes more, got more say than elected officials. Y'all riding around them red plate, and these Mexicans making more than y'all. Huh? 100 Mexicans is going on Baker's Bay tonight. Darren Henfield was the Minister of Foreign Affairs. He can't go on Baker's Bay. Hubert Minnis was Prime Minister for 4 years. Just got the hell beat out of him in September. He can't go on Baker's Bay. Perry Christie, ex-Prime Minister, can't go on Baker's Bay. But 100 Mexicans will be on Baker's Bay before the sun set. You check it out. That's how they oust the country, right like this. And I could be here all day preaching the sermon that ex-prime ministers cannot enter Baker's Bay without permission. Don't mind the police there. Them police can't go on Baker's Bay to investigate nothing unless they talk to somebody in Baker's Bay. They can't go. Immigration can't go. How is that possible in the Bahamas? But they can stop me or try to stop me from filming, but they can't go on Baker's Bay. Baker's Bay is a big entity, but it's the government that allow the law to be broken in Baker's Bay. That we got our police, all kind of crime happening, and our police are here watching a bunch of Mexicans. They don't know if they could kill them or not. They don't know what the Mexicans saying, but they watching Mexicans. While this little short Mexican here got so much power that he could bring 100 Mexicans. You ask him if he ever tried to get a Bahamian work. They ain't want no Bahamian. This kind of money too good for Bahamian. Only Mexicans. It is sad. That's why I'm here, to tell my story. If anybody else got a story to tell their story. But as an Abaconian, born in Abaco in 1961 in Dundastan, Abaco, Bahamas, it is wrong for any government, I don't care what day it is, to look beyond the Bahamas for employment. You should first look inside your country before you bring a bunch of Mexicans in. We know who they are. We know what kind of disease they got. We know what kind of gangs they're part of. All we know is that they are Mexicans. And I say, if anybody believes that these little short fellas could outwork Bahamians, I tell them a lie. I'm going to put my money on Bahamians every day. But look at them. There's so many of them, they ain't got enough buses. This is the Bahamas, a nation for sale. That's what Byron Ross said many years ago, an investigative journalist. He said the Bahamas is a nation for sale. Anybody can be bought. Decades later, it's the same thing with Baker's Bay. Anybody can be bought. But after they get their money, they can't go back to Baker's Bay. Negroes are not allowed to sit at the bar in Bakers Bay. Negroes are not allowed to have lunch or tie up their boats in Bakers Bay unless you're Michael Jordan. That's my story for the day. Kai cares, that's why he's here. Let you know that the Mexicans are back, and they're back in numbers, big numbers. It's Kai in this video because Kai cares.